Boom. Welcome to Sidejag, the show where we review some of the crappiest movies of all time. If you've got a crappy movie, we want to watch it. And we're going to talk about it and then how crappy it is. And then we'll talk about anything other than how crappy the movie is that we just watched. How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm guessing you weren't into this movie.
This movie sucked. Okay. I don't even want to get into it yet because it sucks so bad. But
yeah,
I will say this. The movie that we're talking about, for those of you that don't know, is The Harder They Fall off of Netflix. It stars a bunch of people that we don't care about, but the one guy, Idris Elba, that we do care about, has the smallest role ever.
right.
In it. Doesn't really act. I'm sure he just got paid to sit in a chair and do a big spoiler at the ending, like, oh my God, you're kidding me. I could have saw that coming. It's so cliche. Honestly, there's scenes in this movie I sit there and go, how did they do that? Like, how did they do? How did they, in this world as we are right now, with everyone so on the like, oh, you can't do that, you can't say that. How did they do these scenes? You know what scene I'm talking about?
Oh, the train scene.
Oh no, screw the chain. I mean, yeah, there's that scene. I was just talking about robbing the white people bank.
Oh, I thought that was hilarious, dude.
It was hilarious, but how do you do that?
Yeah. Well, they go to the white people town and around.
That's white. That's painted white.
Right.
And
it was very like I think
so literal.
What did you expect out of this movie?
Nothing.
Like you didn't have no.
I had no idea what it was. You had said this was going to be an awesome movie.
I said it looked awesome.
Yeah, and I agreed. I watched the. I was like, there's a chance this could be good. And then I didn't realize that the star of the movie was the guy I was hoping was going to get shot in the trailer, because that guy sucks. I just don't like him. I don't like him as an actor. I don't know him personally. He could be the nicest guy in the world. I just don't really care for his acting style much. I didn't like him in Loki at the end as the villain.
Right.
It's an all-white town. That it was. It was full of sarcasm, 100%. And I just wasn't prepared for that. I was thinking it was going to be like the opening sequence was good. I was like, oh man, this is going to be an enjoyable movie. And then it just,
you know what got me? So, all right, I didn't expect it to be the type of movie it was either. I thought it was going to be a more serious style of movie. But and at first I was like, oh, dude, what's going on? This isn't what I thought it was at all. But then I started getting strong A Knight's Tale vibes. Have you watched A Knight's Tale?
Oh yeah, with the dead guy.
Yeah. So this is very much an analog of that movie. It is a period piece, which we've seen. We've seen that last week. But they're speaking in native tongue. Like nowadays, they have new music.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Because I was waiting to see how you're going to correlate those two. Because I'm like, A Knight's Tale was good.
Well, once I put that in context, I enjoyed the movie a lot more because I was like, okay, this is basically a new version, but set in the West, of A Knight's Tale.
Okay. I mean, I'll take that. Like, still don't like it, but I mean, I didn't enjoy it. I mean, I wanted to really bad. I blame myself if no one else, because the trailer totally ruined the movie for me. If I would have never watched the trailer, probably would have enjoyed the movie. But it just, like, it was one of those. I hate it when they do that. I hate it when it's like the guy that shot the movie and the guy who did the trailer weren't together on the same page, and they made a trailer that wasn't for the movie.
Right. They made a very serious trailer. I would say it's like, you think this is basically going to be like Gunsmoke or something like that, or No Country for Old Men type situation, when really it's just it's kind of a comedy.
These people were all real. The situation, or what was it? How did it open up? These are all real people, even though it's a fictional story.
Right. And you know what? I'm trying to think. Okay, I looked his name up. Delroy Lindo, which played Bass Reeves, which I literally live in Fort Smith. So Bass Reeves is like a big character around here. He's like the first black U.S. Marshal, and he
He
was
was good.
in Fort Smith. Yeah.
So, and he was like the only straight character in the whole movie.
Right.
You know, and it was like, okay. And he was a good character. I mean,
you know where else I know him from?
where?
He is the guy off Gone in 60 Seconds that owns the shop.
Yeah. Well, he's been in a lot of movies. I mean, he's that guy. You know, he's that guy that never. It's like, hey, we need that guy. Oh yeah, we got that guy. Here's the guy. All right, well, we got the guy.
And he's got
that guy.
Like
he'll
be a perfect.
He'll always be that guy. You know, he never got past being that guy. So the opening sequence for the movie sets up the whole movie, and you're just watching that and you're going, this is going to be awesome. Like, guy comes into the house, we know who it is, they don't really show him, but we know it's the guy we want to see. We know it's, Mr. Been in every cool movie ever, he's gonna talk some British shit and make us all happy. And shoots the reverend, shoots the wife, leaves the kid. Immediately when they did that, I go, oh, well, mistake number one.
Yeah.
All right, this movie's just, all right. And so then I'm thinking, all right, whatever. And then they cut to the scene, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, this guy's going to be the star of the movie? Oh, man, I don't like this guy. This guy sucks.
Jonathan Majors.
I don't like his acting. It was just, some people, it's like they just, I don't know. I don't think he has a lot of range. I think he's kind of just.
You know why I love him? I don't know if you watched it on HBO Max, but Lovecraft Country.
Yeah, is he the guy in that?
He is the main character in that, and I really liked him in that.
Okay, so that's why I didn't want to watch that. Save me the heartache of watching it. I don't know, man. He just, maybe I'll watch Lovecraft Country and it'll make me feel differently. But after watching this, I was just like, all right, because I really didn't like him in Loki. Like the whole thing at the end with the.
I forgot about that. I forgot that he was the guy from Loki.
But that was the only thing I've ever seen him in, and I was just like, ugh, this sucks. But
yeah,
there were scenes in the there was parts of the movie I did like, but as a whole, the movie was just kind of like whatever. And I felt like there's a lot of cliches in the movie. A lot of cliches. There was a lot of just like, yeah, we're gonna go there. There was a lot of we're just gonna go there, which I was like, okay. I mean, like the whole White Town thing. It was like,
yeah.
So we're just gonna. Was it Blazing Saddles? Here we go. It's like we're just gonna go there.
I loved it. I love that part that they were like, you know what, we're just gonna do it. Yeah.
I mean, and there again, it was kind of like, to me, it was almost like a Mel Brooks movie.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Like, yeah, it was Mel Brooks. Like, once I got in the mindset of, you know what, this is not a serious movie. They're telling a story here, but it's like we're fucking around.
Yeah. I guess I could, and there again, like I said, I think it was me. I just could never get past the movie I wanted, and it wasn't. And I was just kind of, it was really kind of just. Plus, the movie I'd watched the night before was the Red Notice or whatever it was with The Rock and Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot, and it's like I felt like I could only handle one disappointment,
and overloaded.
And it was like, then this movie kind of went that way. I was like, really? And then I topped it off with watching The Jungle Cruise.
Oh, yeah, that's like, definitely nice. Yeah.
I'm just like,
we had free tickets to see it in the movie theater, so we went to see it in the movie theater. But it's like, it's fun to see in a movie theater because, you're in a movie theater.
Yeah.
You're just going to be there. But, yeah, it's definitely not. So, who was your favorite character then, besides Idris Elba?
Oh, the sheriff for sure, or the cop. The sheriff was definitely like,
yeah.
So, okay, the sheriff was cool.
Yeah.
Both of the female characters in this were fabulous. Like, the chick from Deadpool, with the hair, and the other girl, fabulous. Like those two, like honestly, if they would have just had a better star, I probably would have gone with it. I just he sucked. You know, I like the cousins or brothers, you know, the gun twirling guys, you know, like
the
those
fast
guys.
draw dude.
Yeah, and why y'all gotta take so long to count? You know, and like that character was perfect. Like
right.
He was the
RJ was his name in there. He was awesome. He was awesome.
You know, and then when he finally gets killed in the end, he's just like, when he got shot by the girl. And there again, all three girls that were in the movie, awesome. Every one of those, it was like, give her the movie. Can they be the stars in the movie? Because they could act, you know? And even like, dude, it was like, hell, even the fat guy that said, man, I bet my left arm you couldn't do that. And then and you're like, oh, he's gonna lose his left arm because that's just the kind of movie it is. And then the guy's like, which arm is that? Which arm is that? And you're just
going, the right arm or the left arm?
You go, come on, man, really?
Yeah. I like well, Trudy. Yeah, all the women are great. I did like Cherokee Bill, the dude that was on Idris Elba's side, the Rufus side. So he's the guy that goes on.
Well, that's the one I was talking about. I like Cherokee Bill.
Yeah, the one he's like when she shot the train conductor, he's like, he might have said nincompoop.
Yeah,
he was gonna say nincompoop.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, there again. All the characters were great, except for the star.
Right?
He sucked. Ruined it.
Yeah, I mean, I like him, but yeah, he could have been, better.
I don't know. Was Idris Elba? He could have been. Okay, and let's. Okay, so at the very end, though, the twist at the end, the twist at the end had me laughing my ass off because it was like, all right, you've poked fun at you've done every cliche with the white town and this and that, and just like, and then you want to pull the your dad is my dad card out of that one.
Yeah,
and like, and I'm going, okay, there you go.
I was invested at that point. I was like, yes, dude. Yes. He's like, you're a Rufus.
And I was just like, makes total sense. Total. I mean, I was like, yep, there we go. That's it. Perfect.
You also like, I'm grading this on a curve. Being a Netflix movie, you're not going to the movie theaters and paying to watch it and doing all this extra stuff. So it's not like if I seen 600 Ground at the movie theaters,
you'd have been upset.
Probably would have left that. I've never left a movie, but I might have left that one.
No, you wouldn't have. You just got up and got more popcorn. Whatever.
Yeah. It's there's some good lines in it.
No, don't get me wrong. There's great lines.
Yeah.
There is some great acting. Like the whole train scene. Okay.
Right.
The train scene has all the best actors in it. Okay.
Yeah.
So like everything about that scene was like, this is what I'm going for. This is the movie. Yeah. It hadn't gotten full whatever it was going to come yet. Hadn't gone full Mel Brooks yet. We're still kind of like,
it can be serious.
Yeah, because like there's always the goofball, like, what's his name from the Need for Speed. Jesus.
Oh, you're talking about the guy that
no, I'm talking about F9. Yeah, Therese Gibbons.
Yeah, Therese. Yeah.
There's always a Therese in the movie. Yeah. And the kid with the guns and how fast he is, he was that character. And he was funny. He was perfect. He fit the role. I think he's in another movie where he does literally acts the same way. And it was like, okay, like perfect. Let's let him be him. And then he gets shot and you're just going,
like, shit. He cheated the count. Damn you, Cherokee Bill. Damn you, Cherokee Bill. I do like when Cherokee Bill gets on the train, one thing he says, he's like, I'm not a violent man, but we're in the company of violent people.
Yes.
So let's not
And,
be
like,
stupid.
and that was just it. It was like, oh man, that was the train scene
Right.
was fabulous. It was like, and she pulls out the pardon, and he's like, yeah, we got hired. He got set free because the payment was to kill this, guy that the government is, and it was like perfect. Like, and there again, enjoy it. Literally, the movie turned sideways for me when, like, when that guy came in and was like with the cross on his head, and you're like, oh man, he's gonna be the star of this. What? Come on.
Yeah. The soundtrack, I kind of dug the soundtrack. I thought it was cool. I know. I do have this observation about the movie. This is one
Yeah,
thing
go
that
ahead.
annoyed. Somebody spent some money on an anamorphic lens, and they had to get every bit of money back out of that anamorphic lens because they were going nuts with that. There was lens flares everywhere.
Or they just have really cheap software and we're just popping those things.
Maybe.
Flare. Yeah.
Because it was a lot.
And who knows? I mean, the director could just be like, hey, I like this. Put that in.
We're going to Michael Bay the shit out of this.
Yeah.
Or no. Who's the guy that done Star Trek that likes to use the anamorphic a lot?
Oh, Bad Robot guy.
Yeah. He done Star Wars too.
Thank God.
That guy, he loves him.
Yeah, that guy. Which is funny because he's like one of the best directors on the planet right now. It's funny. I have to wonder how Samuel L. Jackson didn't make it in that one. Because to me it just seems like he would have been in there somewhere, and he probably read it and was like, nah. There's no place to say motherfucker. I'm out.
He done Snakes on a Plane, so I don't want to hear it.
But that's just it, though. Hey, everybody needs money. He don't need it anymore. So he looked at that and said,
did you watch Black Snake Moan?
Yes.
Oh God, that movie is rough. That's a rough.
Someone spent $7 on the camera lens. Crazy. A system instead. I have both.
Ooh. But not in the Mustang right now.
Still have them. Still have it. I got a full system for like 6 cars. I mean, that's neither here nor there. All right. So, regardless of, it's a comedy.
Yeah.
If you know it's a comedy if you know it's a comedy going into it, you don't watch the trailer, you're probably going to enjoy the movie.
Right.
I didn't, because I didn't think it was going to be a comedy. I thought it was going to be something serious. Like, there again, I watched Red Notice with The Rock, which I won't give any of the secrets away to that, but it's a comedy.
Right.
Okay? So when the comedy happens, you're ready for it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that movie was any better or any worse.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it was sold as it was. In the Jungle Cruise, you're kind of expecting
right.
The ride cliches were all there, and it was great. And I was like, So you did see the Jungle Cruise then?
I did see Jungle Cruise.
What was your thought on that?
It was okay. It was okay. They done what they need to done.
So was it Pirates of the Caribbean Part 2? Just remake of that?
Kind of, yeah.
I was like, wait, haven't we seen these people before? Didn't we see these in Pirates? Like, this is literally... And they're pirates again.
But with The Rock.
Yeah. 2 Rock movies in one weekend? Bad idea.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man. I really love The Rock, but yeah, man. He's just in too much now. Especially when him and Kevin Hart were doing so much.
Yeah.
It's like
actually, him with Kevin Hart, probably some of the best stuff he's done.
Yeah.
He almost needs Kevin Hart. I don't think him and Ryan Reynolds work together too well.
No, The Rock is funny, but it's a different kind of funny. It's
a Rock funny. It's just dry.
Yeah.
He's smelling what he's cooking and shit.
Yeah.
Did you watch Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings of whatever?
Not yet. Is it worth it?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, it's got So this weekend, I don't know how I did it, but I power watched 4 movies.
Wow, impressive.
Well,
I watched the one. I got the one watched. That's it.
Yeah, dude, trust me, it was. So Final Cut decided to do some really crappy shit to their software, and
I heard about it.
Oh my god, it's freaking horrible. It took me 4.5 hours on Sunday to do a movie, the edit that normally takes like 15 minutes of editing time. I was losing my freaking mind. So supposedly they pushed an update yesterday.
Yeah.
Or the day late Tuesday night, I think. So this computer got it yesterday, and I was like, oh, let's hope it fixes everything.
Right.
So
I use LumaFusion, luckily, and when they do change something like that, it's like I'm crestfallen, man. Like, no, I've got a system here. I don't want to change the system.
What's up, Fro? Yeah, that just like trying to make movies. Stop.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you do something, you're like, oh, and like when I was editing the documentary on this one night this week, and I'm literally just cussing at this thing because it crashed twice. And then when it's 10 minutes to boot back up because it's rebuilding the libraries because for some reason they broke the whole library chain. And you're just going, how in the did this thing make it through quality control? This sucks. Was there like a massive vacation and like Tom wasn't at his desk? And then was like,
and Apple develops that themselves, right?
Yeah.
So
it sucked. That's how you sit there and you go, wait a minute, how many people got work for you?
Exactly. And like basically, like people love Apple hardware, but really, like Apple's a software company.
And I have a hard time with their software. I'm gonna be like when they did Aperture was like awesome photography software. Loved it to pieces. And then when they just said, yeah, we're not gonna do it anymore, I was like, I've just spent 4 years like learning this and getting to be an expert in it, and you're just gonna drop it.
They like to do that.
Yeah. So I mean, but I hate Adobe. So it was like, it's going to Premiere is I just don't want to do it. It's like I have a workflow and it works. But
listen, Fro, I'm gonna try to grow a Fro in your stead. It'll be your honorary Fro.
Okay. So all right.
So I've watched I watched a little bit of Lock and Key.
Okay.
Couldn't get back into it, and then we watched oh God, why can't I remember it? I can't remember. I've watched a lot of YouTube. I've been catching up on all my YouTube because I've been so far behind. Watching a lot of card builds and stuff like that. But yeah, I haven't working overtime.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. I just stayed up. So was it Sunday? I was like, I really wanted to watch Jungle Cruise. I was like, man. So it was. We put up Christmas decorations all day Sunday, and I had to help Haley clean her fish tank. And I was like, I just want to watch. I've been working all day between editing videos and working on the house. All I want to do is just sit in the chair, watch a movie.
Yeah.
And it was Jungle Cruise, but it's like it's a 2.5 hour movie, so it was like 1:30 by the time I went to bed. And it was like, was it worth it? Yeah, I enjoyed Jungle Cruise. I mean, what the heck?
Hold on. I got this stupid thing. I'm trying to look up what I watched last, and this stupid thing ain't acting right.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're good.
No, that's good. But so it's like, I don't know. I enjoyed Jungle Cruise. It wasn't, it's a popcorn movie for sure. It's just 100% pop. And if you haven't ridden the ride, probably not as much. It's just a movie. But if you've ridden the ride, it's hilarious because it's like they took every cliche from the ride and put it in the movie.
So the whiteboard was the ride, and each step, we got to hit this, we got to do this, we got to do this, and then boom, we have a movie. Throw the rock in it.
And we'll come up with some other pieces here to make it for there to be a story there somewhere, and boom, So the one thing I thought was funny, okay, and this might have been at Disneyland, Disney World here, we have the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, okay,
yeah,
and it's up against the Jungle Cruise, and it shares the same water. And I was like, man, if this movie's successful, I could see a world where, because that whole city of pygmy or whatever they were, natives, lived in a tree, a giant tree.
Right.
And I was like, man, I could see a world where they make that a whole Jungle Cruise land, and they take the Swiss Family Robinson tree and try to morph it into that tree that those people lived in.
You know they're thinking that.
Put some animatronics people up in there, and some. I was like, yeah, that would be perfect. Like, crap. Like,
they're gonna make you watch another movie.
I'm fine with that. Like I said, I don't mind The Rock. I didn't mind the movie. The movie was funny. I mean, the movie wasn't made. The movie was made for that 10-year-old kid to sit back and watch. And as a parent, you're supposed to sit with them and be like, "Oh, backside of water. That's funny. Hey, look, it's the big cat." From and it's like, oh, so it's like they did a good job of incorporating. The twist at the end was kind of like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
He was the pirate all along, as well.
Yeah. Well, don't spoil it for everyone. I mean,
well, it's like no one cares about the story. No one cares about the story.
I don't know. I just thought but
yeah.
And then the Ryan there. So Ryan Reynolds, I feel he needs to do a serious role right now. Okay.
Yeah, he's going too far.
Did you ever see him in the he did a movie.
You want to know the first movie I remembered where Ryan Reynolds was the Ryan Reynolds we know now? Blade, the second or third Blade.
Oh, the Blade movie. Yeah.
And then I was like,
yeah, that was
like that's where he became the guy that he is now.
Well, did you ever see Two Guys and a Girl in a Pizza Shop, which was the original first season that just went to Two Guys and a Girl, which was the TV show he was in?
No.
That's where he developed that really bad humor that he has. That's funny and everyone likes. But did you ever see the movie he did with Sandra Bullock where she was like his boss or something?
Yep.
Okay.
I can't think of the name, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So like in that movie, he was funny, but not star funny. He was
right. He was like nerd funny.
Yeah, and there was some seriousness to it. He needs to do a movie like that very badly right now, or just be a straight character in a movie. Because like Free Guy, I just watched that, and it's literally like, okay, like Deadpool is perfect for you. Let's do something else.
Right.
We even Free Guy was kind of a dialing Ryan Reynolds back a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was still, it's like he's becoming
a character. He's like Sam Jackson.
Yeah, which is funny because they do a movie together where each one of them plays themselves.
Right.
It's like, okay. But no, I feel like he needs to try to do something. The Proposal. Yes, thank you. Way to go, Deviant.
The Proposal. Nice.
I feel like he needs to do something different just to make us like Ryan Reynolds again.
I'm trying to think. Jim Carrey. What was the movie he done that was very serious? Eternal Sunshine.
Oh yeah, but that killed his career though.
Right, that's what I'm saying. This could happen as well.
Okay, that's why I said The Proposal, because The Proposal you still got. It was still funny, but it wasn't over the top like everything else he does. In this movie, everything was. He was hilarious.
Like, if you're Sam Jackson, every now and again, you have to do a Star Wars movie to kind of reset the thing,
reset the clock
with the only purple lightsaber in existence.
Correct. And Ryan Reynolds was funny in this, and Gale was adorable, and The Rock was. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
The Rock.
He was The Rock. He just.
The Rock is always sweaty. The Rock always sweats.
He's always sweaty, and he's always big, and so The Rock is almost 50,
right?
Okay, and I laugh at that because it's like I'm because I think we're the same age, And I'm like, so I know what it is to because I run almost every day, and I know he does his obscene workout every day, and I know the toll that it takes on your body, no matter how fit you are and how active you are. And I just look at him, and you're like, man, dude, you need to slow down, because it almost kind of showed in this movie, like you need to slow down. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you were doing before this movie, but like this movie was clearly just like, it almost seemed like this movie they just kind of squeezed it in between two other bigger projects.
Yeah.
Because it was like, okay, this is my break movie where I'm not going to work out every morning, because like most movies, it's like, I'm on the set here, it's 5 a.m. I've been pumping iron since 4, getting jacked and ready for Jumanji. It's like, oh, awesome. You never saw that through this movie. It was just like they shot it over like a 2-week period, and that was his break time. That was when he was eating his peanut butter chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, he may be doing much like the show I've been watching of late, some cocaine. I've been watching Tiger King. That definitely a guilty pleasure. Season 2 came out.
Oh, did it?
Season 2 is out. I've watched the first episode and half the second.
Is he out of jail?
No, he's in. Well, I don't think he's out of jail, but he's in jail when I see him, and they're kind of telling the story about everybody, all like what the characters are doing now, what they think about him. It's pretty good. If you want to know the behind the scenes stuff that's been happening, check it out. So
okay, how many episodes?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the episode count yet, but I'm an episode and a half in, and my interest has been piqued so far. You get to see his husband. His husband, the guy, the young kid, basically.
Oh yeah. The drug addict.
He's got a manager and situation going on with him. The guy with the jet skis. You get an update on him. Oh, and the Jeff Lowe and his wife. You get an update on them. And they kind of tell like what happened. The first episode tells you like what's happened since Tiger King came out, how business is booming at their little place in Oklahoma, and been pretty good so far.
The Bob Ross Netflix movie is an amazing watch. Okay,
I remember it.
I don't know if I can trust that.
The Bob Ross.
I like Bob Ross. Who doesn't like Bob Ross?
I tell you what, like next week. So I have movie options.
Okay.
Have you heard of King Richard? Let me show it's the one about Serena and Venus Williams, their dad played by Will Smith.
Yeah. Is that out?
That comes out.
What is that going to be on, HBO or something?
I think. Let me see. King Richard. Here, I had it pulled up, but I took it off. I think it's going to be on HBO. King Richard release date November 19th. They release it tomorrow. Here, I'll just share my screen so everyone can see it. All right. So release date is tomorrow.
Okay. HBO Max. Yeah.
HBO Max.
No, that looked cool. I'm sure it's a tearjerker.
Yeah. So and he's not like I heard he's like one of the good dads, so it might be.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably a tearjerker.
Right.
Yeah.
And the other option, which I'm going to watch both these movies anyways, but
yeah, I know. Just which one we have to pay attention to, and I have to say which one sucks.
Right.
What is what is that going to be on?
Dude, this is going to be in the movie theaters.
Okay.
Well, it's got Stranger Things kid. It's got
it's
Ant-Man.
This movie. So this movie is either going to be the most amazing movie ever, or
terrible.
Or terrible. Ivan Reitman's son is directing it. Ivan Reitman's been on set throughout the whole thing. you know, it's got a great cast. Man, see, because Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters, is like, that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Right.
So I am so afraid that this movie is going to suck balls, like so bad. You know, because
it
like,
could.
oh my god.
So the other one did suck. The with the girls that they remade.
Oh, it was horrible. I still haven't watched it.
Yeah, it's just. I mean,
And I own
it's
it. I
not.
still haven't watched it.
It's not like just a terrible movie by itself. It's a terrible representation of Ghostbusters. But I will say, like, Ghostbusters is not a good movie. Like, when you watch it back, you're like, oh, like, it's funny.
No,
it's a comedy.
It's stupid and funny, and it was great in the 80s. I don't
Right,
know if it
and
holds up right now. I haven't watched.
It's very 80s, but I love it.
I
just 'cause
haven't watched
when I
it.
was young.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I don't think it'll hold up right now. I think it'll be terrible, but
Yeah,
I'm fine with that because I can keep it in a nice little place in my heart where I enjoy it forever.
right.
Predator, on the other hand, will always be awesome. Will always be awesome because there's, and you can see there's every flaw in the world in that. You know, it's like, stick around, get to the chopper.
You're just gonna get
You're hurt, you're bleeding. I ain't got time to bleed. You got time to duck?
The Ghostbusters, they just jump you straight into it. It's like you're in the movie. They're pretty much becoming Ghostbusters right then. You don't know about how they get kicked out of the college scene. Like, what's the situation? Was
Oh yeah.
What's Bill Murray's character's name again?
I don't remember.
Venkman.
Dr. Venkman. Dr. Venkman.
Is he Venkman? Okay,
yeah,
so
Dr. Venkman.
Like, has he always been a sleazebag? Like, what's the situation with him?
Oh yeah, he's always been.
Ernie just shows up. Like,
they needed a job.
Yeah, like there's no backstory on Ernie. It's like, yeah.
No, he just needed a job, and they needed to kind of expand the cast from a chick and 3 white guys.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, it's really what it comes down to. I mean, hey,
right, yeah.
We need the guy.
And then it's like the Stay Puft Marshmallow, which is really iconic. It's like an iconic scene, but it's like,
oh yeah.
And then
I tried to think of something that was always happy, good, and right. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. From
well, they had a lot of foreshadowing with the Stay Puft. Yeah, I actually still like the movie. It doesn't hold up.
Probably not.
I've watched it. I've watched it, fairly recently, and I still love it. But yeah.
T2 is amazing. There's no question about it. Terminator 2 was one of the few movies that came out and just destroyed the first one. Like, Terminator was a good movie, but Terminator 2 was a great movie, Yeah. And then it just sucked after that. It's like, oh well, sorry guys. I mean, I wish they'd do Terminator versus the Predator. Or Terminator versus Predator. That would be cool. Terminator versus Predator versus Aliens. Yeah. Hit it out of the park.
Well, Alien's another movie that Aliens was better than Alien.
Correct.
In my remembrance.
I enjoyed the movie more. The second one was definitely more exciting because it added in Chet.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're all gonna die.
Wait, they're inside the halls. Who was the robot? Who was the one that ended up being the robot?
It was the
I haven't seen those movies. I haven't seen in a long time. Yeah, it was one of the doctors.
I own them all. So Terminator versus RoboCop. There you go. That would be cool. That's probably a comic book.
RoboCop is like probably one of the worst movies ever, but I still love it. I haven't seen it recently. But
that's another movie. If I spent some time, I could just start naming all the one-liners from it.
Yeah.
I'll buy that for $1. Did you see the second one?
Yeah. Like RoboCop that movie come out in like 88 or some crap like that.
Probably.
It was like
not even
prime.
Probably 85. Dude, let me tell you what. When RoboCop came out, it was dated when it came out. Like, the special effects in RoboCop weren't even good special. Like when he was fighting the IG, or
I was
T8 or whatever.
Yeah.
like that whole robot scene where they're fighting was just so stop motion bad. It was like it was almost like they're like, all right, we just need to get this done, guys. Stop fucking around, you know. Ed 209. You know, when they were fighting.
I was such a damn kid. Like I was like 7 or something when I seen it, and I think they showed boobies in that. That might have been the first movie I ever was like.
Yeah, they did. And then you had Toxic Waste Man.
Yeah.
They get and you're like, what the heck?
Yeah. My mom. I watched a lot of inappropriate movies, and my mom, before she died, passed that down. I think my kids seen what's that weird or Here's Johnny, The Shining.
Yeah,
they were like 3 or something, 3 or 4 when they first seen.
Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think the one movie I took Haley to see that I was just like, this was a bad idea was the Adam Sandler movie, The Zohan, or Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Yeah.
And that was so like not what it was supposed to be, and that was so bad. And she was just like, this was so bad.
Yeah.
Boobies. I like boobies.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, it was so bad. But it was funny though, because I took her to see King Kong, freaked her out. But I took her to see the original Blade, not Blade, the other vampire movie with Kate Beckinsale. But they have like 10,000 parts
the
to now.
And shit. Like,
yeah, she loved that movie. Like that first movie was like, oh, this is so cool,
I liked
Dad.
him too.
And then the second one she dug, and then the third one when they went back and they had swords, she was like, "What the frick?"
Yeah,
I was like, "Sorry, man." Yeah.
I remember it was I was into that for a while as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say Twilight, but we had to marathon watch Twilight like during COVID. She's like, "Dad, we're gonna do a Twilight marathon," and I was like, "Are we?" She's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Underworld, thank you, Dave." So we did like a 2 or 3 or a week long Twilight binge.
Yeah.
Which for me, there again,
Twilight.
I've seen the movies, but watching them back to back, it was like, oh, this shit finally makes sense. I can totally get it now. All right. They still suck, but no. Big fan of Underworld. Kate's a hottie. She just did a movie on Netflix, like Charge or Volt or Jolt. I think it was Jolt.
This one you were the one you were telling me about?
Yeah. I was almost like, wait a minute, she's too old to do this. Like, she doesn't need to do action movies anymore. Like, she still looks great and she still can act, but the days of her being the badass kick you in the face person is gone. Like it's not going to happen anymore. It's over, you know, because like it was the first time if she's going to do it, they need to hire better crew, because some of the big fight scene, it was like, you could tell it wasn't her, you know, it was like, that's not her, you know, it's like, hey, you're not giving me enough money to train for this. Okay. Jolt. Yep.
Dude, I gotta share this with you. It's too funny not to share. So as I was looking up RoboCop, I forgot that Peter Weller had a giant forehead.
Yes.
And he's had it forever. He's like a robot. Like, look how much forehead's on there. Jesus.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's I mean, yeah, but dude, look at his buddy Ray Wise way down there at the other end. They could be brothers.
I know, that's what I was.
And the guy next to him, that was like, dude, everyone on there is the forehead crew. Like every single picture. I mean, dude, every single one of them has a forehead that you could fucking turn into a billboard.
Oh, dude, it's like, the
forehead. Peter Weller's head's so big he can't even make it into the shot. Like it's cropped. You know, it's like, what the heck? Oh, the guy with the mustache that was there, that's the guy that I'll buy that for $1. The creepy talk show.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Every one of those guys is like, smack my forehead.
Speaking as a guy that has a big forehead himself, you know, it's like, man, yeah.
No, but that guy, his head is like an upside down strawberry.
It's like his whole
I'm
head
nothing.
is formed around his forehead. Like we're starting with the forehead, and then we're gonna build the head around it.
Can we just call him Johnny? Little waterhead Johnny. In this case, he's just fake. He's Johnny grown up. Dead or alive, he's coming with me.
Oh.
Could you imagine a cop movie that started out with that? Dead or alive, he's coming with me. Someone get a cell phone. I mean, okay.
RoboCop had, he had. There was so many one-liners in RoboCop.
Can we agree that Dirty Harry as a movie could not exist today?
Oh, dude, no question.
I mean,
they don't even like Clint Eastwood movies now.
Okay, the opening sequence of Clint Eastwood, if like when the guy's like coming out of the bank and he's, you know, he goes, "Yeah, do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?" And the guy got, and then eyes, he says, "Eyes gots to know," because the whole line before that was, well, at this, you know, this is that long monologue that Clint Eastwood loves to throw in there.
Yeah.
So you have to be asking yourself, did I fire 5 rounds or 6? Well, do you feel lucky, punk? You know, that whole whatever.
Yeah.
And then I's got to know. And so he pulls the trigger, you know, and you're like,
yeah.
What?
Mel Brooks.
Never gonna happen. Like,
no.
I'm surprised they haven't gone back and edited that out of the movie. Put some
if
3D
it was on
rendering.
Disney Plus, if it was on Disney Plus, they would have.
Yeah, I mean, or just no, they would just edit it out. The whole, like, the movie's 20 minutes long. You know?
Yeah.
You know? I mean, and they even dropped the N-word in that movie. Because the guy gets his butt kicked.
Oh,
you know, when he pays the guy to kick his ass, and he calls him the N-word, and it's like, back in the 70s, no one gave a shit. Because
it's wet. Yeah, you can't, you know, especially like the climate it is right now.
Oh yeah,
neither side could say nothing because everyone is very, very sensitive. So it's like jokes are like, people don't joke. We don't joke no more.
No. Oh God, no. Dave Chappelle knows that better than anybody.
Exactly. We cannot joke anymore.
Oh gosh, no. It's so sad. Or if you joke, it just has to be so vanilla and so like,
right.
Like we could joke about French fries,
like Dane Cook or something. You could be Dane Cook or Jim Gaffigan. Talk about Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets. Yeah. Well, even Jim Gaffigan there did a special where he went and picked on people in different countries. Like he went to the country, stayed there, and that was his whole Netflix show or whatever it was. And then he picked on the people, and it was like, but it was Jim Gaffigan picking on people. So it was like, oh, it's just that balding fat white guy.
Right.
He's funny. Like, oh, he's right though. You know.
What right. I mean, like Dave Chappelle, everyone acts like nobody's like this. He's been doing this since the beginning.
Day one.
He picks a group and he's going to talk whatever he finds funny about it or absurd. He's going to say
it's not necessarily like Dave Chappelle is not necessarily funny.
Yeah,
he just tells stories that eventually get to a funny ending.
Yeah,
but he will be dry, deadpan, and then
he finds the absurd shit. He finds absurd shit, and then he's like, "Listen, this is absurd, and I'm going to act it out and show you why it's absurd."
Yeah, and like the last thing that he got, I'm sensitive. Fuck you, Fro. Eat a dick. Love you, man. So that last show, the last Dave Chappelle show, I remember like coming home Saturday night, and I was like, I gotta watch something, and I was like, Dave Chappelle's got a new show, and I watched it, and I was laughing a little bit, you know, and then it got over, and Sue was like, "What'd you think?" And I was like, I don't know, man. So the next day, it was a Friday night. So the next day I was telling Fernando about it. I was like, man, Dave Chappelle's got this new show, man. I don't know how this one's going to go because like it really wasn't that funny. And he kind of went hardcore on this group and man, and then Fernando's like, nah, it's Dave Chappelle. Everybody loves Dave Chappelle. I was like, I don't know about that one, man. I don't know. And he's gonna get some heat for this shit for at least a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And he did. And I don't know what came of it. Probably nothing, because eventually we all just get bored of having heat with shit, and we're like, yeah, whatever. You said it.
Yeah.
I don't care. Remember that one time? No.
Yeah. Who knows? He might have done it on purpose just to get his name out there again and get people.
Yeah, because he needed it. Yeah, because he needs the money.
Yeah. But, and I haven't seen it because I don't watch comedy specials no more. If they put it on audio where I could listen to it while I'm working, yeah.
But you don't do that on Apple Music?
I don't. I got Spotify. It might be on there. I haven't checked.
So sad.
I don't.
That's how I caught up on all my. That's how I caught up on with Jim Gaffigan, because it was all over Apple Music. I was like, I can listen to comedy shows.
Yeah, that way I'm down. Okay. I don't want to watch the special unless it's like skits, like the Dave Chappelle show. Then I'm 100% in.
Yeah, no, I don't have to watch either. Most of the time I'll fall asleep because I'll just be like, I don't need to watch this. Except unless it's Bert Kreischer, in which case I do want to watch it, because I'm just marveled how this fat white guy is standing up on the stage and everyone's perfectly cool with it. And
Isn't that the dude that does the eating challenges and stuff like that?
I don't know what he does. He did the Hot Wing Challenge once.
Yeah, because he's on. He had a show on Food Network or something like that.
Probably. He also had a show like Bert Kreischer Goes into the Woods or some shit like that on Netflix that was really kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know. I like watching stand-up comedy. I mean, I get a kick out of it because
I used to, man. I used to, George Carlin, Eddie Murphy Raw, all that stuff. Like, grew up, and then at a point, Netflix was just pumping them out, and I was watching them. I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do one. I can't do one every weekend. Yeah, I don't know. So, what do we want to watch for a movie?
Well, what are you thinking? What are you feeling, King Ralph? We got 2 weeks.
I know, man. I mean, I'm fine. I guess it really doesn't matter. I mean, I'm gonna watch it at some point anyways. So
yeah. I mean, we have other options if there's something else you want to watch.
No, they're all sucky.
Yeah.
We need a good documentary again. Those seem to hit it off.
Paper Towns is good. If you haven't seen, you've seen Paper Towns though.
I had no idea.
I'm sure Haley has made you watch Paper Towns.
Devian, are you like 100? I mean, you saw Carlin live 7 times. I mean, were you 4? I mean, King Ralph or Fro's Choice. What was Fro's Choice?
I didn't see. Yeah. I didn't see Fro's Choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we still had like
Cool
one night in
Ice,
Miami.
Just Do It.
Cool,
you know what I want? So there's a movie I want to watch. I think it's called The Green Book.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Have you seen it?
Uh-huh.
Oh crap! Right, well then
I'd rewatch it.
I don't want to do that because I want to. To me, that sounds like a really cool movie.
Yeah,
drama. Back in the day.
Yeah, it is a really good movie. It's one I watched on a whim. I didn't even hear nothing about it, and it was good.
Yeah, Viggo Mortensen.
Mm-hmm.
There was another Viggo Mortensen movie he did where he was like a sleeper Russian killer guy, kind of like he's like, oh man, it was kind of like Nobody, the movie Nobody before Nobody existed. It's like American something or other with Viggo Mortensen, and I don't, but it was it was. There's a scene with him and his wife in a staircase that was like, holy crap, what the heck is going on?
Like 9.5 weeks.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah. But he was just a hardcore killer kind of guy that tried to become a normal human. Didn't work out. But no, we can watch that. We'll do the Will Smith movie. It's Will Smith. I mean, the chances are good chances are good it's not gonna suck. Let me ask you this before we go. What is your feeling on chocolate covered cherries?
Oh, dude. Are you talking about the cordial cherries like you can buy or just regular chocolate covered cherries?
I'm talking about like, the kind
D-
you buy at Christmas time. They're all over now, 12 for whatever. You get them in the
Yeah, yeah.
box, you open them up, and they're
So
chocolate.
they have a limit. I do love them within their limit. You can't eat more than a couple of them. First of all, they're like, for some weird reason, this may just be me. Like they take my breath away. I don't know why.
So good.
It's not even that, man. I think it's what Deviant said, like too much syrup. But one or two is good. Like you can go from good till wrong
Well,
in a
I
few
always
days.
I always get a box Christmas time,
Right.
December. I get one box, and it takes me just several weeks to eat the whole box because it's like I don't, it's like I'm only getting one box.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it to me it's like it's a Christmas thing. Like I'm not
Me
gonna go
too.
buy chocolate covered cherries in February
Yep.
because it's like no. But
It's 100% a
fruitcake.
Christmas thing.
All right, 25. Threw it out there. Drop. How do you feel about fruitcake?
So listen, theoretically, I love fruitcake. The fruitcake I've tried has been absolutely atrocious, and I know there's a good fruitcake out there. There's got to be one. It seems like a good concept.
Do you have a world market
No.
anywhere in town?
Mm-mm. We have like one health food grocery store.
No, it's not a health
nearby.
food place. It's just called World Market.
Oh,
They just get food from all over the world, food and pictures and furniture and all this shit. I
yeah.
think they have it online too, but it's called World Market. But they get really good fruitcake from I don't know, like Germany or some shit like that.
Well, see, here's what happened. Bailey had never tried fruitcake, and this was several years back. We were watching something like how it's made, high quality fruitcake. So I was like, you know
Mm-hmm.
what, that looks dope.
And then you bought that Hostess crap and the
No,
brick.
listen, we went to Walmart, and I was like, we're gonna buy the best fruitcake they have here. And by best, most expensive, because how is she
Yeah,
supposed to judge it? So we
yeah.
bought the most expensive fruitcake they had.
Yeah,
Got
it sucked.
home. I took one bite and I was like, I can't show that this is terrible because I want to see what her face is. And then she's like, we're on a standoff now. Who's gonna make the face? And I was like, what'd you think? She's like, it's gross. Like, yeah, this shit's
I
gross.
can see her doing that. Dude, I get there again. That's one thing I get one of every December is I'll get a fruitcake.
Yeah.
And it'll take me all of December to eat it because like you get it. That's it. And it's like, oh my god, that was a piece of fruitcake.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get this stuff lately. The past couple of years, I've been getting it from World Market. It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Hostess brick fruitcake
those
is
are
so bad. I used to get that though, and
Yeah.
you'd warm it up, put a little butter on it, and it was pretty good. But probably because it tastes like butter. I don't think it's getting for Christmas fruitcake.
But
I've had
the
some
cherries,
homemade
I do
fruitcake
like
that
the
was really good.
cherries. We've just went over the edge on the cherries, so
Yeah.
it depends. I bought like Kyle loves the cherries, and I do too. But I bought the big box like for Christmas one time. You can get like a giant box, and that was a mistake. That was a mistake.
Yeah. Like I don't want to. Like I bought myself a box. Every now and then my mom will buy me a box. I'm like, don't buy me a box. We're like, why? No. I've already had my box. I'm good. I don't need any more of these. I'm out. The other thing too that December or Christmas brings is the little mints, the nougat
Like
style. Yeah, they look like the regular red and white, but they're nougat. They're soft and chewy.
Oh yeah. Those are good.
They got little Christmas trees in the center of them. Like we'll probably go through 6 bags of those in this month because
those are good.
Everybody loves those.
Yeah, I mean it's like a soft mint, but
it's so.
I like
yummy.
I like hard candy mints. I mean, I don't buy them.
But that's my problem. I can't eat them. I get so burned out this month.
Yeah,
I'm done for the year.
Yeah.
Between candy cane covered chocolate shit and the Chick-fil-A now has the candy cane milkshake. Ooh, it's back. Peppermint milkshake. Sex in a cup.
Listen, I'm having none of that stuff this year. As a matter of fact, today I went ahead and I cheated. I went off the keto because they fed us lunch and it was turkey. I was like, I'm eating stuff and I'm eating gravy. We're doing this. I'm having a roll because the place I got us from is called Calico County, local place. Best rolls. They had a cinnamon roll. Also ate the cinnamon roll. And I ate like a piece of cobbler like this big. And dude, let me tell you, I almost didn't eat the rest of it. I was thinking, I'm gonna eat this and then I'm just not gonna eat again today. But I had a quick.
Your body was like, "Yeah, fuck you, wrong."
It's like I need to I had a little something for the show, otherwise I'm gonna be able to go 2 hours.
Yeah, no, but it's. I don't know. There's just specific things that you eat for holidays, and it's like,
yeah,
that's it. I'm done. I don't have to eat that again for a year. I'll get one Chick-fil-A milkshake at some point, and then that's it. I like. So they have the peach one for the summer. I'll get that one time.
Yeah.
I'll get their peppermint one time. Just that's it. I just need it once. I don't need it like every week or some shit like that.
Dude, I wish I didn't know you had such a fondness for milkshakes, or we would have went. Like, we literally had the best milkshake place in this little bitty town that we stay in. Like, just
nice.
There
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at that, let's be honest. At that, when I was there, I don't know if I would have made it, but you give me a milkshake, I'd have been like, oh, wake me up in a month.
You'd have been full Nando.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
like, where'd Nando go? Oh no, he's out. He's done.
Yeah, he's out. Oh, dude, he'll do that, man. He's funny. I did it to him in Vegas this time. I fell asleep on the couch, and he had a Dean. I'm like, what? Jesus, I'm awake.
No, bro, if you send fruitcake, send the good stuff. I'll eat some of the good stuff. I just, I'll have a cheat day. It's fine, or a cheat
and eat
meal.
the whole cake. The whole
cake.
No.
You know what's weird? When you start doing that, you can't eat as much as you used to be able to for some reasons. I don't know why.
Your stomach just gets used to not getting full anymore, so it just stops craving it. So yeah. Oh, and then when you do eat it, you feel like crap.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I don't
confirm.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't typically eat breakfast. I just have fruit for breakfast, fruit for lunch, and like today I actually took something for breakfast and I ate it. And I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, pecan. Oh god,
pecan.
Yes, pecan.
I love both, but pecan. It's no question pecan.
Yeah. So we got this new cookie company here called Crumbles. I don't know if you've heard of that nightmare yet. Mm-hmm. They sell really expensive cookies to some bougie ass people like my girls. And they had we had to go there and they had a pecan cookie.
Ooh, we have one of those. We have a Great American Cookie Company that sells one like that.
Way better. This place, way better. So it was like a sugar cookie. They're like this big. So each cookie is like, I'm not eating that today. And then it was just covered in the pecan shit filling.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. It took like 48 hours to finish that cookie, but god damn, it was a good 48 hours.
Yeah, it's like the insomnia cookies. They kind of got like that.
Same basic idea.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
There it is. Hey, we're in overtime now, so you made it. You made it.
All right, I made it. Woo, me.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, we won't be here next week because of Thanksgiving, but if you haven't got enough of us, by all means, go back and watch one of the other shows. We will be watching the new Will Smith movie on HBO, King, whatever, Ralph. Serena Williams' dad, Ralph. Looks like a real tearjerker. Hopefully it doesn't suck because I don't think my heart can take it. That's it. Thanks for watching tonight, guys. You have a great night, and we'll talk to you when we get back.